It's time to spill the tea. Hello!
You there, and welcome to
A Spoonful of Theatre. And this is another one of our Spill the Tea episodes where we review a local piece of Singapore theatre right outside the theatre foyer. My name's TJ, and I am a theatre practitioner and director.
And I'm Sam, a teacher of language, literature, and self-proclaimed show business lovey. And where are we, TJ?
We are right outside the Ngee Ann Kongsi Theatre at Funan by Wild Rice. And what have we just watched, Sam?
We have just watched the Serangoon Gardens Techno Party of 1993. I remember 1993. Do you, love?
I was 0 or 1.
Oh, go away, you. Oh, my
So
God.
probably not.
Embryo. Oh, God, I remember 1993. I was a... Here you go, here's a little secret about Sam. I was a WWF fan, the World Wrestling Federation.
Wow.
And I remember watching Royal Rumble and WrestleMania and all that.
Oh, that explains a lot.
Now, stop it. Immediately stop it.
Anyways, back to the show. Anyways, what did you think to the show, Sam?
Do you know what? This is one of those occasions where everything just married up and created a stunning piece of art. A stunning piece of art. I have thoroughly enjoyed my time in the theatre tonight. I've belly laughed a lot. I've had moments where it was really visceral and really said a lot of curiosity as well. It's generated a lot of curiosity being an outsider that was not in Singapore in 1993. It's made me wonder, what was Singapore like in that time? And this has given a little snapshot to it. No, I thoroughly enjoyed it. What about you, love?
Oh, I equally had an amazing time. For me, the thing that stands out about this play was the quality of the performances. There were some stunning performances on that stage tonight, really showing some of the best of the talent we have in Singapore. For me, this is what Wild Rice do really well. They shine a mirror on Singapore, but do it in a entertaining, hard-hitting way. And it landed just right for me. It really did. I enjoyed myself tonight.
So let's get into the nitty-gritty then. So you started there on the performances. A fantastic cast. Each one bringing something on stage tonight in their own really, really special way. I saw a lot of versatility this evening. I'd love to give a very special shout out to Shane and Karen, who I've seen in plenty of performances and really brought their expertise on the stage and that versatility. But somebody that really stood out for me was Jun Vin. I fell in love with him a little bit tonight, and I'm not ashamed to say it. I actually wanted to take him home. He was beautiful. His part in the story was just really, really wonderful. I fell in love with him tonight. What about you, TJ?
Completely agree. I think I want to just give a huge shout out to Coco, who is the lead, who played Candice, the younger Candice, I should say. And once she entered that stage, she didn't leave the entire time for almost 2 hours. And I don't want to sound condescending here, but for a young actress to take the stage in such a commanding way, and she was consistent. At no point did I question her acting choices or did I not believe her. I thought she was truly outstanding. Just to give you a bit of a sense of the play, ladies and gentlemen, it's very rebellious. So it's this rebellious teenager, basically, who's feeling closed in Singapore in her very Christian family, and she needs to kind of escape. And she goes on this journey throughout the day, and
One hell of a journey.
Coco really takes us on that journey. So I have a sneaky suspicion there's a few nominations coming her way this year for this role.
Oh, certainly.
For sure.
Certainly. Just to add on to that, something that I really enjoyed with Coco and with Jun Vin as well was their comic timing and their physicality in comic timing as well. That shows there's been a lot of work, a lot of thought put behind how am I going to make this joke land? How am I going to make this moment really resonate, really... it was really, really good. The physicality was just there.
Very interesting. Just as a side note, I think there's a bit of interesting information for here because we brought a brand new debut to the Singapore stage with Jackson Herwood, who's an Australian actor who came to play the Angmo in the play. And as an ex-producer of shows, I can tell you it's very hard to find certain types of actor in Singapore, mostly because if an Angmo actor of a younger age, it's very hard to get a pass that's able to work freelance in theatre.
Right.
So
Interesting.
some plays that's why you don't see many roles like that in local Singapore plays, because it's almost impossible to cast. So I love the fact that this play was written with that character, and then they've had to go and find that, and then obviously you have to bring someone from overseas.
Kudos to the casting here, because his character was a very, very interesting one. He represented sort of the Angmo privilege that can sometimes rear its ugly head. He also represented the rich privilege as well, with Coco, that sort of rich privilege, and I thought it was very interesting, narratively speaking, seeing a different version of classism that you and I, as British, that grew up in Britain, we see classism in a different way to what classism is considered in Singapore. So narratively speaking, that was very interesting. But also Jackson as well, from a historical aspect. There's nods to history there, which I really quite appreciated.
Which for me, that goes really well to the writing from Joel Tan, because all of that is Joel's brain, brain kind of putting all that together. And I thought this is one of my favorite plays from Joel. I've seen several of his plays now, and I think even though it's set in 1993, we stayed for the question and answer, and that did come up of how does this resonate today, and I think it absolutely does. And I don't think it's just a Singapore thing. It's wherever you grow up, there's that age, of that young age, everybody's wanting more, everybody's wanting to see the world, and everyone's wanting to grow up, and wherever you are, you feel oppressed in some way, I think. And I think even now, it's a different oppression to what it was in Singapore 1993, but there's still that feeling of oppression here in certain aspects, but there is anywhere in the world. So
Yes.
I think even as a Brit watching this, not growing up in Singapore, I get that feeling of wanting to see more and be bigger than yourself and what your surroundings give you.
Where I really resonated along those lines was with Karen, the wonderful Karen Tan, who gave a stellar performance tonight, of that being in middle age, reflecting back on those years. Is it regret? Is it nostalgia? Is it seasoning of this is the human that I've become now, whether it be making tea or doing yoga or coming off of Tinder or whatever it may be? How do you feel now comparing it to what it was like back then? Is it regret? Is it I wish I was back in that time? It was those sort of questions that came to my mind. Right, now let's go into the creative aspects of tonight. Let's start with direction, with the wonderful YY.
I am one of YY's biggest fans. I absolutely love her work. I've seen several of her plays recently, and I think she's just absolutely a shining star in Singapore's directing scene. Some fantastic choices, the way she used her actors, the way she brought the creatives together. When we stayed back afterwards actually to listen to the question and answer, what was really clear is her collaborative approach, and that's the same for anything. As a director, you're never a solo person,
No.
and it shows on the theatre stage when you work with your creatives in a collaborative way. And yeah, just those fantastic choices, and really had a good, strong grip of the story, with some fantastic creation. So really, really a huge fan of that. For the rest of the creatives, I really loved the set. The set was big, it was grand, and it really kind of said something without saying too much.
Yes.
Like, it was simple, but not too simple. Like, it did everything it needed to do.
Yes.
And I love that it transformed into all the different places very easily. And aided by fantastic media, lighting and sound as well. So to me, all the creative aspects just came together beautifully.
There is one moment that will stick with me. There was a moment with lighting, and again it's with the beautiful Junvin, and it really brings to light that he's about to really suffer something that we're not going to see, narrative irresolution. But the lighting that they did for that moment was absolutely stunning.
Oh, it's Alberta. Alberta is a fantastic lighting designer. I've seen several things from Alberta.
Tremendous.
So
Well done, Alberta.
Well done.
Tremendous.
Well done to the whole creative team. Really enjoyed all the choices on stage tonight.
Now then, ladies and gentlemen, as you are aware, when TJ and I go and see a piece of theatre, we always give it a spoonfuls rating out of 5 spoonfuls. TJ and I never reveal how many spoonfuls we are going to give until the moment has come, and that moment is now. So, are you ready, TJ?
I'm ready.
After the count of 3, 1, 2, 3,
4.
5. Oh, fabulous. Okay, why is it a 4 for you?
I really enjoyed it. I had a great time in the theatre. I found many of the things to be really resonant for me, and I thought the performances were outstanding. Only reason for 4 was somewhere in the second half, I felt it just went a little bit slower for me. I feel like we lost a bit of steam. And I saw myself kind of stepping back a bit. Can't even put my finger on what it was, really, to be honest. I've been trying to put my finger on it, but I did feel myself kind of stepping back from it. But that's not I honestly, it doesn't affect my night because I had a really amazing time. So, for me, it was an amazing night at the theatre, and I think it's a must-watch. But it is sold out, ladies and gentlemen,
yes.
and it also closes tomorrow. It also closes probably after we get this podcast out.
But that doesn't matter. We're glad we've seen it.
Exactly.
We're glad we've seen it. Well, it's a 5 for me, mainly for 2 reasons. One, the acting. I thought the acting was tremendous from all the performers on the stage tonight. I really, really enjoyed watching them, seeing that versatility and really tugging at my heartstrings with some of those characters, especially Junvin. And also the story. I was sucked into this story from the beginning until the end. It generated a lot of different emotions, from laughter to sadness to joy in some places, to curiosity as well. And it's why it's a 5 for me. An absolutely wonderful show tonight.
I think it's very clear that we've had a great time in the theatre, as we've had many times in the Wild Rice Ngee Ann Kongsi Theatre. So congratulations to the whole Wild Rice team for a success. And we look forward to their next production, which is their Panto, which we already have our tickets for. Yes. So look out for their season, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. You're always in for a treat.
Fabulous. Right, that's my tea gone cold, love. Shall we leave it there?
No one wants cold tea. Let's get on with it.
Right, that's cheerio from us. We'll be back soon.
And a ta-ra from me.
And to the cast and crew of the Serangoon Gardens Techno Party of 1993.
And anyone else performing in Singapore Theatre,
break a leg.